Why do some people seem to possess an unbreakable mind, able to resist any temptation, stay calm in chaos, and bend reality to their will, while the rest of us struggle to control even our simplest thoughts? Why do some individuals walk through life with a sense of inner power, while others are prisoners of their own emotions, habits, and fears? Maybe you felt it too. You try to focus, but your mind wanders. You set goals, but your willpower crumbles. You want to stay calm, but anxiety takes over. You promise yourself, this time, I'll be stronger, but the same old patterns return. You wonder, is there a secret to mastering my mind, or am I just not built for it? What if I told you there is a secret, a forbidden technique, hidden for centuries in the shadows of Japanese tradition, passed down only to a select few? A method so powerful, it was once reserved for samurai, monks, and those who needed to control not just their own minds, but the minds of others. Today I'm going to reveal Takeshi's forbidden Japanese technique for unbreakable mind control. This isn't just a story. It's a blueprint you can use right now to master your thoughts, conquer your emotions, and become unbreakable. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the ancient, little-known system used by Takeshi, a legendary figure whose name is whispered in Japanese history. As a master of mind control, you'll learn how he trained his mind to resist fear, temptation, and distraction, and how you can use his forbidden technique to break free from anxiety, self-doubt, and the habits that hold you back. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step blueprint to apply Takeshi's technique in your own life. You'll see how ordinary people have used these timeless strategies to overcome addiction, silence negative thoughts, and achieve goals they once thought impossible. And you'll realize that unbreakable mind control isn't a gift for the chosen few. It's a skill you can build starting today. But there's a catch. Takeshi's technique isn't about suppressing your thoughts or forcing your mind into submission. It's about understanding the true nature of your mind and learning to guide it with precision and power. If you're ready to stop being a prisoner of your own mind and start becoming its master, let's begin. Before we dive in, I want you to do something powerful. In the comments below, write down the one thought, emotion, or habit that has the most control over you. Make it public. Declare it. Because the first step to mind control is honesty, and the second is community. And if you're serious about transformation, hit subscribe and join this community. Every week we explore ancient wisdom and modern science to help you become the person you were meant to be. Now let's unlock Takeshi's forbidden Japanese technique for unbreakable mind control. Let me tell you a story. It's about a young man named Sora. Sora was intelligent, ambitious, and full of dreams, but he had one weakness, his mind. Every day he battled with anxiety, self-doubt, and distraction. He wanted to focus, to be disciplined, to stay calm under pressure. But his thoughts were like wild horses, dragging him in every direction. In school, Sora would freeze during exams, his mind blank with fear. At work, he'd lose hours to daydreaming and worry. In relationships, he'd overthink every word, every gesture, until he was paralyzed by doubt. He watched others move through life with confidence and wondered, what's wrong with me? Why can't I control my own mind? Maybe you see yourself in Sora. Maybe you've felt the same frustration, the endless loop of negative thoughts, the urge to escape, the feeling that your mind is working against you. You try to fight it, to force it, but the harder you push, the stronger it pushes back. Sora's turning point came one night, when he met an old man in a quiet Kyoto garden. The man's name was Takeshi. He was rumored to be a master of forbidden mind techniques, methods so powerful, they were once kept secret from all but the most trusted warriors and monks. Before we dive into the technique, let's understand who Takeshi was. In the shadows of Japanese history, Takeshi is known as a master of both the sword and the mind. He trained samurai, advised emperors, and was sought after by monks for his wisdom. But what set him apart wasn't just his skill in battle, it was his ability to remain calm, focused, and unshakable. No matter the chaos around him, Takeshi believed that the true battlefield was not the world outside, but the mind within. He saw that most people are slaves to their thoughts, emotions, and habits. They react, they panic, they lose control. But a true master, he taught, learns to observe the mind, to understand its patterns, and to guide it with gentle but unbreakable discipline. His technique was considered forbidden, not because it was dangerous, but because it gave ordinary people extraordinary power. Power to resist manipulation, to stay calm in crisis, to achieve what others thought impossible. Sora was desperate. He asked Takeshi, "How can I control my mind? How can I become unbreakable?" Takeshi smiled and began to teach him the forbidden technique. Takeshi's first lesson was simple, but profound. You are not your thoughts. Most people believe that every thought, emotion, or urge that arises in their mind is true, important, and must be obeyed. But Takeshi taught that the mind is like a river. Thoughts flow in, thoughts flow out. Some are useful, some are not. The secret is to become the observer, not the prisoner, of your mind. He taught Sora a practice called kansatsu, the art of observation. Every morning, Sora would sit quietly, close his eyes, and watch his thoughts as if they were clouds passing in the sky. He didn't judge them, fight them, or try to change them. He simply noticed. At first, Sora was shocked by the chaos in his mind. But as he practiced, he realized something incredible. The more he observed his thoughts without reacting, the less power they had over him. The anxiety, the self-doubt, the distractions, they were just clouds. They came, they went, and he remained. This was the first step to unbreakable mind control, awareness without attachment. Once Sora had mastered observation, Takeshi revealed the heart of his forbidden technique, Shugendo. Shugendo is an ancient Japanese practice that combines elements of Zen, Shinto, and samurai training. It's about forging the mind through controlled exposure to discomfort, challenge, and uncertainty. The goal is not to avoid pain or fear, but to walk into it, to embrace it, and to emerge stronger. Takeshi taught Sora 3 pillars of Shugendo. 1, voluntary discomfort. Every day, Sora was to do something uncomfortable, take a cold shower, fast for a few hours, walk barefoot on rough ground, or meditate in the rain. The point was not to suffer, but to teach the mind that discomfort is not the enemy. By choosing discomfort, Sora learned that he could survive it, even thrive in it. 2, single-pointed focus, Ichinen. Takeshi taught Sora to train his mind like a sword, sharp, focused, and unwavering. He practiced Ichinen by choosing one task each day and giving it his full attention, no matter how boring or difficult. No multitasking, no distractions, just pure single-pointed focus. 3, emotional transmutation. Instead of suppressing emotions, Sora learned to channel them. When anger arose, he used it as fuel for action. When fear appeared, he used it as a signal to prepare. When sadness came, he used it as a reminder to connect with others. Emotions were not enemies. They were energy, waiting to be guided. Through Shugendo, Sora began to transform. The mind that once controlled him became a tool he could use, shape, and direct. So how can you use Takeshi's forbidden technique in your own life? Here's the step-by-step blueprint. Step 1, daily observation, kansatsu. Set aside 10 minutes each morning. Sit quietly. Watch your thoughts. Don't judge, don't react, just observe. Notice the patterns. Notice which thoughts try to control you. Step 2, voluntary discomfort. Choose one small discomfort each day. It could be a cold shower, skipping your morning coffee, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The goal is to teach your mind that you can handle discomfort and even grow from it. Step 3, single-pointed focus, Ichinen. Pick one important task. Remove all distractions. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work on that task and nothing else. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Step 4, emotional transmutation. When a strong emotion arises, pause. Ask yourself, how can I use this energy? If you're anxious, channel it into preparation. If you're angry, use it to set boundaries. If you're sad, reach out to someone you trust. Step 5, evening reflection. At the end of the day, reflect. What did you observe? What discomfort did you face? How did you use your emotions? Write it down. Over time, you'll see your mind becoming stronger, calmer, and more under your control. Most people fail to master their minds for 3 reasons, and they avoid discomfort. The modern world is built for comfort. We avoid pain, seek pleasure, and run from anything that feels hard. But comfort breeds weakness. Takeshi taught that true strength comes from choosing discomfort, not avoiding it. 2, they believe their thoughts. Most people are prisoners of their own minds. They believe every thought, obey every urge, and react to every emotion. But thoughts are just thoughts. You can observe them, question them, and choose which ones to follow. 3, they try to control everything. Mind control isn't about suppressing thoughts or forcing yourself to be positive. It's about guiding your mind, like a master guides a horse, not with force, but with skill, patience, and understanding. Sora faced these obstacles. Some days he wanted to quit. The discomfort was too much. The thoughts were too loud. The emotions were overwhelming. But each time he returned to the practice, observation, discomfort, focus, transmutation, reflection. Modern science has finally caught up with Takeshi's wisdom. Mindfulness, kansatsu. Studies show that observing your thoughts without judgment reduces anxiety, increases focus, and rewires the brain for calmness. Voluntary discomfort, research on hormesis, the process of becoming stronger through small doses of stress, shows that controlled discomfort builds resilience, willpower, and mental toughness. Single-pointed focus, ichinen. Neuroscience confirms that deep focus increases productivity, creativity, and satisfaction. The brain is designed to work best when it's fully engaged in one task. Emotional transmutation. Psychologists have found that channeling emotions into action, rather than suppressing or indulging them, leads to greater well-being, motivation, and self-control. Takeshi didn't have brain scans or psychology textbooks, but his forbidden technique aligns perfectly with what modern science tells us about unbreakable mind control. Weeks passed. Sora's life began to change. He faced challenges with a steady mind. He focused deeply on his work. He handled discomfort with grace. He used his emotions as fuel, not chains. His friends noticed. His teachers noticed. But the real change was inside. Sora no longer saw himself as a victim of his mind. He saw himself as its master. The transformation wasn't about becoming emotionless or robotic. It was about becoming powerful, present, and unbreakable. Sora became someone who could walk through chaos with a calm mind and a steady heart. Look at the comments below this video. You'll see people just like you, struggling, striving, declaring their mental battles, supporting each other. This isn't just a channel, it's a dojo, a training hall for the mind. In the Japanese tradition, warriors trained together. They held each other accountable. They celebrated victories and learned from defeats. If you're ready to change, don't do it alone. Share your mental battles. Encourage others. Celebrate progress no matter how small. Together, we can forge a community of modern mind warriors. One challenge, one lesson, one day at a time. Now it's your turn. I challenge you to use Takeshi's forbidden technique to build unbreakable mind control. Step 1, practice daily observation. Watch your thoughts without judgment. Step 2, choose one voluntary discomfort each day. Embrace it. Step 3, pick one task and give it your full single-pointed focus. Step 4, when emotions arise, ask, how can I use this energy? Step 5, reflect each evening. Write down your progress. Don't try to master everything at once. Pick one pillar. Practice it today. Share your commitment in the comments. Make it public. Make it real. Remember, mind control isn't about force. It's about skill, patience, and practice. Every moment is a chance to train. If this video inspired you, if you're ready to start your journey, subscribe to the channel and join our dojo. Every week, we explore the wisdom that can help you become the person you were meant to be. And before you go, declare your mental battle in the comments. What thought, emotion, or habit will you face with Takeshi's technique? What's your first step? Your words might inspire someone else to begin. The path to unbreakable mind control starts with a single act of awareness. Take yours today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.